All right, you guys, this is Eric, and we are at the SEMA event, and I'm just gonna kind of do a couple little cool shots here. This is our friends, the Meekum Auctions. We've been at several other auctions here over the last couple of years, and we really appreciate your support with what we do as far as shooting video. And some of these cars are absolutely just gorgeous cars. And again, this is our friends at Meekum Auctions right there. And we're gonna make our way down here further. This is a beautiful, beautiful ride. 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air ragtop. Beautiful car. Rolling on down here. Now it's 2021 Ford Bronco. First edition. A Chevrolet Move van, whatever that is. It looks like it's some sort of a van designed to carry you on your outdoor adventures. There's bike racks in the back. There's some snowboards up there. I'm sure there's some kayak racks and canoe racks and all sorts of stuff. And there's probably a there's a bunk area in here. Multiple seat bunk area, lounge area. Look at this, man, this is cool. This vehicle here is set up for some serious traveling. Beautiful high-phonic stereo system. Looks like they have a spot for some pets if you want to take pets. Cool looking sink right there. Yeah, this thing is all set, ready to go for the action adventure person in all of us. Now, I used to be an action adventure kind of guy. I used to actually mountain bike competitively for a number of years, but I got old and I got tired of falling down and hurting myself, so I'm no longer do that. My action adventure is kind of hanging out, doing events like this, and also racing my car once in a while. But here's some more.
SEMA, you guys waking up out here, SEMA!
This company looks like it's called MB Court. I don't know really what that means, but it looks pretty cool. And we're gonna keep rolling here. This is called Sasquatch Hunter. Sasquatch at SEMA. Dawn's gonna love this. Dawn's my wife. My wife Dawn would absolutely love this vehicle. I gotta get some more information from it. This is pretty cool stuff. All right, stick around. Hey guys, Eric with Bus Cars with Eric, and I got my new best friend forever, Nate, here. And I came across this cool vehicle called the Sasquatch, and it is off the chain, bad and bone. So Nate, thanks for letting us take a video of this thing here.
Not
man.
a problem.
But tell me a little bit about the about this vehicle.
So what we have here is a 1979 Jeep Wagoneer.
Okay.
We've come up with the name Sasquatch. When we came up with the idea for the build, kind of overland, off-road, we were trying to come up with a name. Sasquatch kept coming up. We want to go out in the woods, out in the backcountry, get lost, and go have the time of our lives.
That's pretty cool. This thing is all set up like crazy, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. We didn't pull any punches when we came to building this thing.
Nice. Now, is this a one-off? Or are you going to be making more of this, or is this for the show?
As far as right now, it's a one-off.
Okay.
But there's been plenty of interest that it might become something that there's probably going to be some more of them.
That's very cool.
Sasquatch Jr., Sasquatch 2.0. We're not sure yet, but there's been plenty of interest in this.
Sasquatch 2.0.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
There's been plenty of interest thus far. Just the couple days we've been here at the show. So there might end up being a couple more of these things.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So let's get a little closer here.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start? Let's take a look at this thing.
Let's start at the heart.
Start at the heart.
Start with the heart. We have a 392 out of a 2022 Jeep Wrangler. So it's actually the Wrangler 392, not one out of a Challenger or anything like that. So it's the brand new 392. We've got the TR4050 Tremec transmission in it, the 5-speed, 2-speed Atlas transmission. Excess power hooked us up with more than enough amp or more than enough juice.
Right
yeah, more than enough juice to keep this thing running. We built it for, I mean, you can say we built it for war. We built it to get it out, use it. We're going to show it for a little bit, but more than likely, if you see this thing outside of a car show, you're going to see it on a trail.
Nice.
You're going to see it out where it needs to be being used, what it was built to be used for. So that's the whole purpose of it.
Interesting. Well, why don't we swing around here to the front?
Yeah.
Man, I spotted Sasquatch at SEMA. That's cool. Now these are decals or stickers?
Decals, yep.
Oh, very cool.
Yep.
Right on. So now, talk about this winch here in the winch rather, and then the whole front bumper application.
So the whole front bumper we got from BJ's Off-Road, set up with Casey's new and then now I'm blanking, but they're new. These two lights in the center.
The lighting system?
The lighting system.
Okay.
They're brand new spotlights. We're the only vehicle at SEMA that has them. We were able to squeeze them out of Casey's hands to put them on the vehicle for the show.
So this is brand new stuff then?
Brand new stuff.
That's pretty cool. Now those are yellow. Do they do a better job with lighting up?
Yes. So these are actually, they have two power settings. You have a boosted power setting and a regular power setting, so you can hook it up for super bright or just regular road driving. So if you need these to light up anything off the road, you have a setting for that. So it's they actually have a higher setting, a higher power setting to get more discharge from the LED.
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna get up close on these here. So I noticed the stance on this thing is kind of like pretty high. Yeah. Let's take a look at this here. So yeah.
Get a better shot at the passenger side.
Right on. All right. Good. Let's do that.
So
here, go ahead and hang on to that.
Oh, yep. I'll hang on to this. Yep. So what we have here is actually the first of its kind. One Up Off-Road developed this lift kit. 2-bolt to a stock Wagoneer frame to run Ford Super Duty axles. These axles are out of a 2009 F350, so they're Dana 60 front and rear, 488 gear ratio, and I think we ended up with about 7.5, 8 inches of lift over factory. Full width axles, custom fender flares. We've got the Fox shocks. Ibach hooked us up with springs, but yeah, this is set up to crawl, to overland, to do whatever we need to do with the best of them. It is this kit is built for war. One Up Off-Road actually told us if we put it together right, it'll survive a jump. So he wants to see this thing airborne at one point in its life. We're not sure if we're ready to take it that far, but he told us, he says, if it's put together right, you can jump it. And I'm like, I'll have to take your word for it. I'm not sure if I'm ready to do that to it.
Now, you're rolling with Mickey Thompson tires, I see here, and is there any reason why you went with Mickey Thompson as opposed to another tire manufacturer?
Mickey Thompson, actually, the research we did when we were building this, this will get used on the road, it'll get used on the highway, it'll get used, we're not going to trailer it anywhere, it's going to drive wherever it's going to get used. So we went with a tire that's going to give us good trail performance as well as good overall comfort on the road as well, and that's what we've seen is from this particular tire. It's actually gonna perform well on the road, on the trail. We've got true bead locks on it, so we can air them down as low as we want when we get on the trail for anything we need to do.
Are these self-inflatable tires?
Self-inflatable as in
you push a button on, you push a button in the cabin, they go down or they go up, or do you have to do it manually outside?
We've got to do it manually outside, but what we have here in the back, if you come back here, loop all the way around the spare tire carrier, power tank set us up with this portable air system. So what these actually, one of these tanks completely full will air up these 37s 16 to 20 times with one tank. So we can air down to 5 to 10 psi and air back up to cruising psi 30 to 35 psi 16 times with one of those tanks. So we don't have the push button, but we've got more than enough air for any adventure that we're going to go on.
So those tanks actually come off the racks, externally hook up to the tire and do your thing.
Yep, they come off the rack. These clamps will come off. I'll pass that to you.
Take a look at this, man. This is crazy stuff here. This is just absolutely amazing. So if you want to go off-road and get lost out in the middle of Nowheresville, these guys are the people to talk to.
Yes, Power Tank, they're based out of California. They have this system dialed in. You can actually have a standard hose fitting on here. You can run air tools with this. You can use regular air, use it for blowing, dusting out your interior, everything like that. This is, you have a portable air tank, but literally you'll have air and everything you need for multiple trips off road.
Now, does this hook up to a normal like air compressor, or we can just compress it up to the needed settings in here?
So they actually it's the same system as a scuba tank. So you have to take it to get filled somewhere that'll do that. But you can do CO2 or nitrogen in these, because you can get more volume with CO2 or nitrogen than you can oxygen. So that's what they do. They're doing CO2 or nitrogen, and that allows you to do everything you need to do, but you can still safely run your air tools and everything else you need to do on the CO2 or nitrogen. You just need the pressure. So this is a great kit for doing what you need to do off-road. Say you tear a sidewall on one of your tires, need to actually change a tire out on the trail, this will seat the beads, it'll do everything you need it to do.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, what are these underneath here?
So these are Tuffy Security. These are storage containers for anything that we might need on the trail. We've got different parts back there for the gas tanks. These are the blowguns that come with the power tanks. You've got all your winch accessories, hooks, everything like that. All that's here. So we've got 2 of those.
Cool.
That's actually an electronic cooler, freezer, and heater combo. It's got 2 compartments in it. You can set it for refrigerated, frozen, or it will create a little bit of heat to keep stuff warm. So if you want to go on a 2-day adventure, put all your stuff in there. It's going to keep it cold, it's going to keep it warm, it's going to keep whatever you want to do. So super cool. It's set up for comfort, it's set up for functionality, it's set up for everything so that we can actually use it.
Now, I noticed you guys have some serious rackage up there.
Yes.
Let's talk about the rack. I mean, unfortunately, you can't get up there yet.
Can't get up there quite yet.
Let's take a look at that up there.
So what we have is a specially designed rack from KC Highlights. This is actually a rack that they're going to sell for these Wagoneers. We help them design, get the geometry correct, so it's a rail mounted system. It's secured to the roof, but it's actually rail mounted. It sits in the drip rail. We have a tent that's going to go on it. We have all the lights. There's mounts for all the accessories we're going to have. So it's completely modular. You can take it apart. You can put whatever you want up there, take it off for depending on where you're going to go for an adventure.
Now I've seen these tents before that are like permanently attached.
Yeah.
Is that what you're gonna, like, your sleeping quarters gonna be up there?
Yep. We'll have sleeping quarters up there. We'll have it where we can take it off and remove it, so you have it open, so you're not cruising around with a tent on it the whole time. But yeah, KC did a phenomenal job of designing this rack and helping us getting it designed perfectly for what we're doing.
Yeah, they sure did. Now I like the interior too. It's got that retro Wagoneer look to it.
Yep.
And also it's all personalized right there.
Yep.
And these look like they're really, really comfortable. We got to back out of the audio for a minute here.
Yep. So this is what we have here is a special collaboration with Recaro and Moore & Giles Leather. Moore & Giles does very, very top end leather with Gulfstream jets and multiple hotels and stuff. They'd actually wanted to work with Recaro for a long time, and we were able to help them make that connection. Yeah, we were able to help them make that connection. So we got the seats covered in leather, super comfortable interior. We got it all sound deadened and heat protected. So when you're actually inside, it's a quiet, comfortable ride, but you're totally capable to do whatever you want.
All right. So Nate, if somebody were to come to you and say, I gotta have it, I want to write a check, what's the check gotta be worth?
I don't even know. I'd have to calculate the man hours, but I would safe to say that you're probably in the range of probably $250,000.
All right, man.
You're probably
Listen,
in the range.
I appreciate your time.
Not a
Remember,
problem.
this is Eric with Muscle Cars with Eric, my new best friend forever, Nate. We got his bad in the bone Sasquatch vehicle. Stick around for more.